they care for their loved ones.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Meyer, for what purpose?
will the gentlelady yield for
Gentlelady
some
for questions. She
Yes,
yields
I
for
will.
questions.
All right, Ms. Noble, again, who does this HAR affect?
It affects our IDD adults, this population in Texas, which are intellectually and developmentally disabled.
And does this HAR have a fiscal note?
It doesn't, because it's so few homes across the state. It's so few homes, but for these families, this may be the difference between them being able to keep their child in that home or putting him in a state facility.
And I think you mentioned you have filed this joint resolution before, is that correct?
I have, and it passed last session out of the
And
House.
was the vote 142-2 last session?
It was.
And then
Yeah.
can you tell the body, did you have testimony in committee on this House joint resolution and the enabling legislation?
I did. We had a lot of folks that came and then testified about how hard it is to be able to maintain that second home for their loved one and for their care to be, because they have to pay for the care as well. And in fact, one of our
Mr. Speaker, I can't hear her.
Members, please take your conversations outside the rail.
I'm sorry, Ms. Noble, you're about to discuss someone who did come to testify on behalf of this and in support of this joint resolution and enabling legislation. Who was
We
that?
actually had one of our, thank you for that question. We actually had one of our own sergeants that works here in the Capitol. Probably everyone knows him, and that has Down syndrome. And his dad came and testified on behalf of this bill because they have provided him with a condo where he is cared for here close to the Capitol. And they pay full, can you imagine, paying full rental property tax on that condo.
Very good. And who are your joint authors?
My joint authors are Representative Bernal, Representative Meyer, Chair Hall, and Representative Manuel. And I'm
then-
so grateful for those.
And then please tell the body, why do you feel so passionately about this issue, and in particular this House joint resolution?
Well, I had folks come to me and ask me to delay till Monday when many of our constitutional amendments have been delayed too. And I had to make a decision today, y'all. It's not an easy decision. I had to choose between my friends in here and my IDD constituents who are just watching right now to see what happens with a bill that is so important to them. And I beg you to put aside partisan politics and vote with our IDD population that are watching today.
Thank you very much, Ms. Noble.
Thank you.
Mr. Wu, for what purpose?